What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90 Day Fiance This Single Life, Season 3, Episode 1. In this one, we are recapping what went down with Tania. But before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big, massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, that is a member of Patreon, and that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. And did you know that one person subscribing means we're one step closer to more subscribers? Yeah? So if you're that one person, hit the subscribe button. I like that one. Anyway, with that being said, though, let's check out exactly what Tania has to bring to 90 Day Fiance The Single Life.
So, one thing you don't know, I met my ex who's a bartender while I was on vacation, and now I met another bartender out here recently.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's always the way, isn't it? With TLC, with 90 Day Fiance, always bringing the same type of similar freaking storyline. And it's always the case of the person that is now in the single life ends up dating someone most of the time that is similar to the person that they first premiered on the show with. Wow, after everything that she went through with the battles of Shinjin being an alcoholic, her having her concerns, now she wants to date another guy who's also got experience of being a bartender. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that he's going to be an alcoholic. It doesn't mean he's going to be anything like Shinjin. But if you ask me personally, if I was trying to avoid the past, I would do my best to avoid the past. But hey, let's continue.
And you're on vacation. And I'm on vacation.
Right.
Also, we happen to match on a dating site.
What does he look like? I want to see a picture.
Yeah. So I'm actually a little surprised I did swipe on him. He's so pretty.
Wow.
Oh,
Definitely you.
he's so cute, but he's just so pretty. There's this hottie bartender that I matched online with. His name is Joel. He's 35. He actually is from Aruba, but was living in the Netherlands for the past 16 years, and recently just came back to the island to stay for good. Sinjin was definitely, he has the muscles and stuff, but it's very clean cut, very fresh shaven. Like, if the apocalypse happened, could he fight off zombies? Physically, he might be able to, but like, would he actually? I don't know. I just usually never go for like, it's not your.
First and foremost, I tell you what's not good, what's not healthy is the fact that she brought Sinjin's name into it. Why are we comparing him to Sinjin? You know, usually when you break up with someone or you go separate ways with someone, you do it because you're looking to move on and you're definitely not necessarily looking to. I mean, listen, I'd be lying if I said that sometimes if I'm talking to someone that I may not have a. Actually, do you know what? Hold on a minute. No, yeah, I think when I first found my ex, anyone who I spoke to, I was always kind of in the comparison mode. No, I haven't done that in a minute, to be honest with you. Because obviously I've grown away from that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking for the future. Tanya clearly isn't necessarily looking for the future 100% if she's still got this mindset of Sinjin was this, Sinjin was that. It doesn't matter what Sinjin was. What matters is where you're going in life now. But hey, man, 90 Day Fiance. One on it is always clueless anyway. Apart from people that do actually make it in their relationships. Well, not all of them, because some of them are in their relationships, but they shouldn't be in them, if you know what I mean. But nonetheless, let's continue. But make sure you've hit that like button, though, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, one subscriber counts to more subscribers. Don't forget that too. But let's continue.
Your typical.
Yeah,
discovering.
Yeah, like let myself try something new.
There are potential for on date.
Yeah, he's asked to take me out, so I'm gonna rent a Jeep. We're going to like the national park.
Love it.
I'm super excited. I heard the national park is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a little scary. Like, will I find someone who will love me unconditionally like my ex did? You know, that's like a scary feeling.
Oh dear. Will I find someone who's gonna love me unconditionally like my ex did? My ex. Why am I even hearing you say the word ex? We shouldn't be hearing that. It's not about finding someone that loves you the way your ex did. And to be fair, if your ex did love you, then it would still be with you, right? It's not about finding someone the way your ex did. It's about finding someone that can love you better or different to how your ex. Someone that makes you feel a bit more different, a bit more better, a bit more extravagant. You know, someone that has an improvement, an enhancement to the previous person. Someone that can tackle parts that maybe the previous person couldn't tackle. Not someone that can love you exactly the same as your ex. Because clearly that didn't work, did it now? But let's not forget that there is also that self-accountability. There's also you questioning yourself about how you loved your ex as well, though. Can you love the next person better than you loved your ex? And that one is another one to be thought about. Nonetheless, though, we shall continue.
One of my biggest fears is I won't find someone who will love me as deep and as intense as Sinjin did. but I can't let that hold me back. I need to open myself up and open myself up to the possibility of deeply and truly being loved.
You know what the best thing to do right now? Rather than me say anything, because I've already said enough, I'm basically going to repeat myself. I'm going to say a simple thing. If you haven't liked the video, like please. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, please. Let's get into it. It wasn't a joke. Hurry up and do it. Let's go.
Or you just wave yourself. Oh, I thought you were smelling yourself. I was like, I got deodorant.
I'm good. I just put some on yesterday. I'm good.
Joel is pretty. I think I would love to see him like super dressed up. Like, Sinjin definitely wasn't a pretty boy.
You like to fish?
I do like to fish, yes.
Okay, cook.
I can cook. I make the best rice in my family.
Best rice. Rice is not hard. Do you use it?
Have you talked to the women in your family? That's why you don't think it's hard. Talk to the women in your family.
You have those cookers. You just put them on.
No. How dare you use a cooker? No.
You speak other languages?
Unfortunately, no, I only speak English. Yeah, so it was like cool like hearing donkey and stuff.
Donkey, not donkey.
Donkey. I try. But
Did you learn how Ruby works?
bone vibes. I laugh a lot when I'm nervous. I like that he keeps the conversation going. I'm not good with keeping small chatter banter going, so it feels easy to keep conversing with him. So tell me, like, you're actually a Reuben, but you haven't lived here?
I grew up here. I lived here for 16 years, and then I went to Holland.
Okay.
I lived here for 20 years.
What brought you back?
So the island vibe is great. You know, when the Netherlands is very fast-paced. Everybody's just working. And you, what's your story?
I'm Venezuelan, but I was born in Connecticut. Traveled a lot. Newly separated.
You are separated?
Separated, yes.
If you've been separated, why don't you arrange it?
Because to me, like, paperwork doesn't mean that much.
You want to stay married?
No, I don't want to stay married, but it's not. Also, I don't feel married, so I don't think it's like something I think about.
Yeah, but it's not really fair to another person.
What do you think about the fact that she's still married?
That's crazy. In the beginning, it was very important to get it all right on paper, but now you're done with it and you don't take the effort. Like, come on, it's weird. Move on with your life.
If anyone asks, I say I'm divorced.
Yeah, but that's lying.
It's not lying. Okay,
Of course
I
you're
say
lying.
I'm separated. I say I'm separated. We're separated.
Yeah. Okay.
Signing divorce papers doesn't make my marriage any more over than it already is. I'm emotionally and mentally divorced.
Do you ever see a future of you two back together?
With being with Sinjin?
So let's break it down. Let's summarize it. Let's summarize it before we all bounce, okay, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the thing. It's clear that clearly Sinjin is still there in her mind. She clearly has not moved on. And this whole separation thing, to be honest with you, is it a big deal to get a divorce immediately? I guess it depends on the person, because I know it's not a cheap process. So to be fair with you, I'm not really going to dive too much into the fact that she hasn't got the divorce yet and the fact that she's not that bothered about it. What I'm going to more dive into is that if you remember, in the season when it was Tania and Sinjin, she said a very annoying statement, a very disrespectful statement. She said that she was still in. Quote me on this one. Don't quote me because I don't remember word for word, but I remember her referencing and talking directly about how she still. That's it. That how she had already met her soulmate. Remember when she said that? She said, "Oh, I'd already met my soulmate." And she said that when she was sitting right next to Sinjin. Like that hurt. That cut people, man. That cut deep. And the point that I'm making is that she sees this divorce thing not being a massive issue, about her not making it clear about the fact that she is still pretty much married and not divorced, which obviously is something that she should have definitely, said to my guy over here. You know what I mean? I understand him being obviously annoyed for it, because this is information that is quite important because people want to know what they get themselves into. It's not a big deal, but it's a big deal in terms of you want to know what you're getting into, because you want to find out if you're still married, then does that mean that you may get back your ex? If you're still married, does that mean that your ex may pop up at any given time asking for his papers? If you're still married, does it mean your ex might pop up? But you know what I mean? It just means you've still got an attachment to someone in your past. And no man really wants to necessarily walk into that, nor does any woman. But some people will, if you've told them and they know about it at the very get-go. The fact that she held that back is definitely problematic. But again, though, my biggest issue, not my biggest, but my biggest comparison is the fact that she did the same thing with Sinjin when she talked about how she had already found her soulmate, but it didn't work out. Now she's this new guy, and it's like there's a new thing now. Oh, well, I can't be bothered to get divorced to my ex. And then the producers have asked her that question, would you get back with Sinjin? I mean, listen, She's probably gonna say no, but let's be real though. Based on her actions, she's probably freaking will. And I don't know why. I don't know what that guy has on her. But at the end of the day, she needs to move on. And it's kind of annoying because she does all these posts on Instagram about traveling and doing all these things, but then clearly she hasn't even moved on yet. Like, nonetheless, though, like I said, copy and paste. That's the storylines with TLC, copy and paste. You know, and the saddest part about this copy and paste storyline is that some of it is generally by TLC, but some of it is generally because people don't have to learn. I don't think this is a TLC doing. I think this is Tanya legit just not learning from her mistakes. That's it. Hey, you guys let me know what you are thinking in the comment section and we'll most certainly talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and peace.